Hey, what's going on guys? Lewis here from TCMT again. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a house bass kind of sound inside Massive. So I've got Logic Pro X here open with a little drum loop we're going to play over in a bit. So first what we're going to do is open up Massive obviously. What we're going to create first, which is already here, is a square sawtooth wave. And I'm going to pitch that down an octave to 12. Sounding like that. Going to keep the wave position where it is, intensity where it is, amp where it is. Going to change this though, make sure this goes up to filter 1. So this filter is basically controlling this oscillator. Then we're going to put this to a sine square. Going to put the wave table position all the way up, intensity all the way up, and the amp all the way up. And we're also going to pitch this down an octave as well, and also bring that up to the filter 1. And then our last octave, oscillator, sorry, not octave, is gonna be what sound should we go for? We'll go for that one, shall we? This is what we want to do. And then I'm gonna keep that at 0. Wavetable position, just have it just past halfway. Intensity where it is, and then amp, not all the way up, just past halfway again. And then you get something like that. Right, next we're going to go to the filter. I'm going to put that at low pass 4. Make sure you bring this all the way up. So then it sounds like that. You can't hear anything at all. And as you increase the cutoff, you can see that it's opening up. Just like that. So basically what that low pass filter is doing is cutting out all those frequencies, and as you increase it, brings them back in. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to apply an envelope. So this envelope is basically going to control this cutoff frequency here. So we're going to drag that up to about there. Put this up a little bit. Yeah, about there. So about there. What we're going to do is make this a quick attack. Make it nice and punchy. Bring the release down. Bring the level down. And then we've got a nice little quick attack, punchy sound. Just like that. So there's it like that. And as you bring the release down, the level down, it's much more punchy, which is what you want for the bass. Then what we're going to do is, what we'll do actually first, is we'll get the master envelope. And we're also going to do the same sort of thing. We're going to get a quick attack. We're going to bring the release, however, not all the way down. We're just going to do it until it kind of bounces. We're going to have that kind of bouncy sound. So you know, like this, it's just like, it cuts off quite quick. But as we take the release down, the sustain kind of increases. If I keep it there, look, my finger isn't even on the key when I'm letting go. Well, obviously. And you can still hear it going on, look. It's still going on. We don't want it like that though. We want to have it about, just about like, about there. Yeah, like that. I'm going to bring the level down a bit as well. Maybe bring the decay down a bit. See the difference there. Just basically want it bouncing. Little bouncy bass sound. Now what I'm going to do is kind of bring the resonance up a bit. And what I'm going to do is start adding some macro controls. This basically, you know, lets you control. So for example, I could put this one on here and then drag this up. And then if I set that to, I'm going to set this to my keyboard. Control macro 1. Has it done it? No, it's not doing it. Is it MIDI learn? Oh, there we go, MIDI learn, sorry, clicking the wrong thing. So as you can see, as I move my keyboard, that little thing's twirling around. So say if I was pressing a key on the keyboard and moved the modulation wheel, it's giving me control over that. So you can do that as well. This is just basically the creative side of it. If you want to basically put some automation into the bass once you've recorded it in, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we've got the resonance, which you can do as well. So I'm going to put that out there. You do the same sort of thing. Obviously, I haven't got that assigned to this one, so I'm just going to do this with my mouse. So you basically do that as well. We could do that to the attack as well if you want, off the main envelope. So I'm going to put that on that one there, increase that. So you could be like... So you see it's longer until the sound comes in. So this is basically shaping the sound, this envelope here. So you can hardly hear that now. That's basically it for that. Then we're going to move on to the effects. And I'm going to put on a classic tube. We're also going to put a little macro control on this as well, on the drive. You can turn the drive about there all the way down. Or just nearly all the way down. Going to put that up to about there. Turn the dry and wet up a little bit. And then as we increase this one here, get that kind of distorted sound. Depends what you're after. This is basically giving you all the options to, you know, get the kind of bass sound that you want. And then we're also going to add a little dimension expander, which is going to widen that bass out. You don't have to do this. This is obviously optional. It's up to you. You can also use like a different plugin, like on here, if you wanted to do that, like an imager or something. But yeah, that is basically it for the bass sound. If you wanted to, also you could add a modulator to it, but I didn't personally want to do that. But you can do. You could go to, for example, phase, and you can increase the phase on this. So you can see this is basically just changing the sound wave. You can also pitch this down an octave if you wanted to. But yeah, that's up to you. And then after that, what we can do is record a little bass in. Hold on, I don't know what that squeaky sound was. I think it might have interrupted that. I don't know what. My computer's been an ass. But yeah, I'll just record something in randomly. Little bass sound. Gonna put that down a bit. So then, basically, you can do these macro controls. What you can do, you can go to massive, and then let's have a look. Macro 1, for example. So that's the cutoff, I believe. So if we put this all the way up a second. What you could do, we won't do the, what should we do actually? What options we got? We got, yeah, we'll do the resonance. That'll be quite cool to do. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically automate it so the resonance increases on random notes. Maybe at the end of the note, see what this sounds like. So we want that to be to macro 2. I got that. Oh, I need to set it on this one, don't I? I've just done that on macro 1. There we go. Put that there. Let's try that. Increase that a bit more. So as you can see, it's got the resonance on that note there. So if I take it off a second, take that off like that. So that's before. This is after. see it opening like that. You could do that also with, what else we got on there? We got like the attack. So you could also make it come in a bit, so like you could have like a slow attack on the first note, for example. So if I went to massive and then macro 3, you could do this, look. So you could go, so we made the attack quite, let's have a look. If it goes down like that, would that work? There you go. If I make it go to there. Actually, it might be better putting it on a note. If I did that, brung that down. Let's go to that. Yeah, you basically get the idea. You can basically automate it. You can add it to loads of different things if you wanted to. You can automate the oscillator as well and stuff like that, the pitch. But it's very cool to do that, use macro controls. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial to how to make this bass sound and, you know, how to do other stuff as well, like little features like that. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you tune in for the next one, which is going to be how to create a sort of house synth sort of sound. And thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment, by the way, if you've got any questions. If you liked this video, leave a like. And also, don't forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a bit.